Thank you so much. And we also have members of our coalition in the audience who will be available to answer questions as well. And we want to tell you about the Digital Delta, our project proposed to the EDA. Whoops. There we go. The vision for our cluster is one that focuses on sustainable innovation and sustainable mobility solutions, human-centered technology, and responsive workforce solutions that serve our entire region, a 7-county area centered around Memphis as the large urban center, but really focused on urban-rural integration. We have 3 persistent poverty counties in our region, and historically we've had challenges around recovering from economic challenges like the pandemic and like the 2008 recession, but we're also a lot more. We're the home to 3 majority African-American counties that help to define our culture in our region. We're home to FedEx and the world's largest air freight hub. We're home to the future site of Ford and the world's largest electric vehicle manufacturing site in Haywood County, Tennessee. We are an organization of 60 plus members, industry assets and community assets across our region, led by 5 anchor organizations working on 5 projects. Human capital development, which will be leading to the creation of 75,000 jobs, future-ready infrastructure focused on a 150-acre test bed, future-ready test bed, our sustainable mobility project that's focused on an expansion of electric vehicle infrastructure and creating one of the highest density electric vehicle charging infrastructures in the country, our applied research and commercialization project that's focused on establishing a digital Delta research hub and providing planning services to the communities across our region to ensure that they are ready for the transformations that are coming to our region. Applied technology industry development is providing wraparound services for businesses. So as we attract new companies to our region, we keep them here and we help them grow. We have big goals: 75,000 jobs, 3.2 in new capital, 3.2 billion in new capital expenditures. But where we're really focused is equity, because we know in order for this to be sustainable transformation, it has to help historically excluded communities in our region. And we are targeting them strategically. And we're working with the leadership of those organizations to make, of those communities, to make sure they are included. We have an equity office that we've set up, and our equity office is led by the Black Business Association, because we know that when it comes to engaging minority communities, tokenization is often a challenge, and we want genuine inclusion. So all of the decisions of the Digital Delta go through this equity office so that we have them included in that process, and they are accountable to the Black businesses in our community, which means true and real change for our community. We also have our field sites located throughout the region to bring together the urban and rural to make sure that our region is successful in the long term. There is a tremendous amount of opportunity here, as indicated by Ford's selection of our community. I'm going to hand it over to Andre, who's going to finish us off and talk about the transformation.
Great, thanks, Cody. And just to pick up from where he left off, you know, Memphis is many times lagging coming out of recessions, typically 2 to 4 years longer than the national average, especially in areas such as jobs recovery. However, there's been about $20 billion of recent and planned investment in our region, and we want to take advantage of that. So many of our partners have been working together to lead us to this EDA opportunity. But the Digital Delta is really talking about us taking an innovation-driven economic development approach and building a system of innovation that'll produce cascading returns. In short, we're building a smart city testbed focused on mobility, transportation, logistics, and electrification, a funnel of research and development and real commercialization applications, workforce solutions that bridge the gap between K through 12 and adult advancements, prioritizing where STEM will be in the future. And we're hoping to build a force multiplier that'll carry us forward here, bringing together about $150 million in public sector projects. Our value proposition is simple. We want to catapult our city forward, accomplishing in 10 years what would normally take us 20 years. We're very focused on equity and in connecting disconnected neighborhoods, data and technology supports to Black businesses and their client journey, an equity corridor of digital solutions, tapping our HBCU, Lemoyne College, helping them to tie into some of these resources we're bringing online. We want to accelerate performance of our government agencies, our corporations, academia, startups, and we entrepreneurship support organizations. We have a business model in place that uses incentives, a pay-to-play model, and also budget absorption by many partners. We have a business attraction and retention model that we think will help. As Cody had mentioned, there's Ford at the table, FedEx, and Galp Energy. These are just a few examples of the private sectors who are investing heavily in mobility and climate solutions, and we want a lot of that R&D to take place here in Memphis. The World Business Council for Sustainable Development is at the table. It's been working with our consortium of mobility partners, and our ask is very simple. We're looking for creative funders who look for systems-level approaches that require complex funding mechanisms. And we need other dollars that maybe speak to things outside of the EDA scope, but still bring community benefit to the table. Your support with our other partners at the table, we think is critical. We have the team to get it done, from data and technology experts, research and commercialization folks, sustainable mobility experts, and economic leaders in venture development and equity that we think can help us. In the end, with all that great that is happening here in Memphis, the pandemic has slowed us down, and we need your help to ensure that we don't give our gains back and that we can compete and build back better. Thank you.